The second thing that could be going on or also going on is she's having an affair. And here we go. Welcome to Reddit Therapy Hour with your host, Officer Poppy. Today's Reddit relationship dating advice topic is the following. My wife, 32 female, just walked out on me, 36 male, with zero explanation, and I'm lost. I feel for you, buddy, though I'm sure there's an explanation buried in here somewhere. So you know how it goes. I read the thread, then I give my opinion. You guys let me know what you feel about the situation down in the comments below. Let's begin. I'm equal parts broken and absolutely destroyed. My wife of about a year, together for 6, just walked out the door on me. I've noticed for the past few days she's been really distant and not really responding when I said I love you. I asked about last night and she kind of threw it back at me and said she was stressed with facets of life. She works a ton, like several days on end, and burns herself out, but this was different. It came to the point last night that I was asking her what she was thinking, further telling her we are a team and I want us to be able to communicate how we are feeling. She just said she's always been more closed off with her emotions, but I could tell this was different. She just shrugged and went off to bed. I stayed up just feeling bad for myself, never expecting the next day. The next morning I got up and she already had went to work. No morning text, no note or anything explaining last night. I knew something wasn't right. When she finally got home, she had a shower and then sat down and said she needed to leave. She said she's felt distant for months and in the past she never had long relationships. I told her this is different. We are married and I'm her partner in life. Then the bill showed up, the BIL. I knew she already planned this, so I told her to just pack her things and left the situation. She said we'd talk again, but left it at that. I asked her if she'd be willing to see a couples counselor or anything to make this work. She said no, but she's not sure. The worst part is she said I love her too much, basically, and she feels she cannot reciprocate it back. Fuck, I'm broken over here. I want to try and want to keep the love of my life. I feel she's just over it. Random added context/thoughts. She told me she's been seeing a therapist about why she's been so unhappy, hence why I offered couples counseling. She left the house and her wedding band and engagement rings were already off. She loves those rings. I mentioned it and she said, what did I expect her to do? We were planning our second honeymoon, like several weeks and several thousands of dollars. Everyone is blindsided by this that I've talked to. And that's the end of the story. Wow, that's brutal, brother. I feel for you. Super brutal. Here's what could be happening, right? I've said it once and I've said it 1,000 times before. Women are non-confrontational. They don't really want to sit down and tell you what you're doing wrong. If they're open to communication like that, you got a real one. You got a special one. It's open to being vulnerable. That's a mature woman that can tell you how she feels, what she's missing out of the relationship, what she needs for you. If there's anything that can be done to be worked on, this is a mature woman that can properly communicate her needs. You're dealing with a woman that cannot reciprocate, like she said here, cannot be vulnerable with you. She doesn't feel safe with you for whatever reason. There could be several reasons here. Now, here's some sneaky things here that I found in your story. Number 1, she works a ton, like several days on end, and burns herself out. But this was different. So it sounds like she's working a lot. Could this be a woman that wants to be heavily provided for and maintained? Maybe this wasn't what she was expecting out of a marriage. Maybe she was expecting you to maintain her, or maybe cover significant bills and be the provider, and have her work less. Maybe that could be something here. Some women don't express that they want to be heavily provided for and they'll just go along with you, but the reality is they don't want to do 50-50. They want you to be the provider. And all this stress could be getting to her, and she might be realizing that, hey, this guy isn't taking care of me. I need to find someone better. Now, the second thing that could be going on or also going on is she's having an affair. There could be an affair going on in the background, or she messed around and feels incredibly guilty now and doesn't know how to tell you. But more than that, she's now thinking, why did I do that in the first place? Why did I sleep with someone else? Why am I entertaining other text messages from guys or other people? Why am I having an affair? Why am I continuously seeing somebody? Aren't I married? Don't I see this guy as the one? She could be thinking all of these things in her mind, and she has been, up until this moment where she left you. So there could be somebody else in the background. More than likely, if I had to bet, there is somebody else in the background. Somebody that she's entertaining or already having an affair with, or someone that she's cheating on you with. That's just a sad reality of things. I refuse to believe that she just had an epiphany, that she's just unhappy and left the situation. I'm unhappy. And it just so happened to be you. So you love her too much and now she's unhappy because you love her too much? There's something else going on here. She's not saying what she means and she doesn't mean what she says. There's too much here left up in the open, like you said, with zero explanation, and I'm lost. So I just have to look at the context clues that you left us with here. The fact that she just put in her wedding ring, she just called it quits, you were there for her needs, you're talking to her and everything. There's something missing in here. Either she went outside of the relationship to find what she's missing and feels guilty and realizes she doesn't love you and can't love you, doesn't respect you for some reason, or it's the provider mindset. She works a ton, like several days on end. This is two things. Either she is working like a beast because she's running away from you, or there's somebody else in the background and she's lying and she's cheating on you with someone else, like several days on end. She works a ton. This just isn't what she pictured her life to be, or she's picturing her life with somebody else right now and work is the excuse. Either or, it's not good for you. Now, let's read some of the comments here and see what people think. This happened to the son of a friend, not married but dated 8 years. I mean, 8 years though, you expect to be married by then. He supported her through grad school, but he didn't marry her. No explanation, ever. She left for a week and told him she wanted him out before she returned. He was devastated. He is getting married in the fall, different girl, super nice, very happy relationship. But I bet they didn't last, I bet it didn't take him 8 years for that one. So, we got to see things both ways. In the first one, 8 years and no marriage. In the second one, he's getting married in the fall. Different girl, super nice, very happy relationship. Women don't just come out and say everything that's the issue. They'll just get quiet and they'll just start sneaking in the background. They'll start monkey branching and doing things of that nature if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you're not doing what they think you're supposed to be doing. It is what it is. You may never know why, but you can be happy again. It may take time, but you will be happier eventually. True. Next comment. I'm truly sorry she told you that you loved her in a way she can't reciprocate. At least she was honest with that part. Why would she marry you then? I think she's a flake and you deserve someone who is all in. Maybe this is a blessing. Better today than 10 years later. True. True. Better now than when you have kids. It doesn't look like you have kids. You didn't mention anything about kids, so at least there's that. OP replies, I don't fucking know. That's the most painful part. Like, it hasn't even been a year and she's saying she has changed. Brutal. Yeah, I agree with this thread. My last girlfriend and I had a good several months together and then just kind of split similarly. She said similar things to me on the way out. I was pretty broken up about it and felt blindsided, but after a year of therapy, I found myself better able to see that she's very avoidant and struggles to open up and connect with people. I think she got overwhelmed and panicked. I also learned a lot about myself and things I need to work on. You obviously got further into this relationship than I did mine. I certainly recommend seeking out a therapist to help you move forward. Staying stuck in the past a few years won't do anything good for you. Good luck. But you were together for 5 years prior to the wedding. Sometimes people think that there is something missing from the relationship, so getting married will fix it. Then that doesn't work, so they think that having a baby will fix it. Thank your lucky stars she did not try to fix your relationship with a baby. If she's doing therapy, something may have come up in therapy that changed things for her significantly. Who she sees herself as may not be the same. If that's the case, she may never be able to fully explain it to you. I'd suggest getting your own therapist and working through your feelings with them. That way she does open up. You have a good support system as well. Yup, people can change literally within seconds. They can state that they love you while at the same time abusing you with words and or actions. It's wild. Not every person, obviously, but you can never know until it's made aware. She is who she is, and you cannot change her. The only thing you can do is control reactions and sculpt your life. You sound like a lovely and wonderful man. If you want her back, start boomerang. Nah. There's no wanting her back. She clearly doesn't want it with you. She said it. There's something crazy going on in the background. At best, she just had an epiphany. She isn't who she thought she was, and she needs to be by herself, and she just decided she doesn't like you and she doesn't want to work on the relationship anymore. At worst, she's seeing other people and she's being sneaky and cheating on you, and she has somebody else lined up in the background. Neither is good. You need to let this go. Somebody who can just do this to you, that's not somebody you want to hang around and be with. This is crazy. You guys aren't even 10 years into the relationship. You guys aren't even 15. This is 1 year into marriage. This should not be happening. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Let me know your opinions and comments and what you think about the situation down below. And I'll kick it with you guys next time. Later.